All right, we're back on the record at 10:36 a.m. Please proceed.
Good morning. State your name, please.
Good morning. I'm Jamila Melton.
We met earlier, Dr. Melton. Let me tell you, my name is Dennis Bailey. I represent Alamance Regional Medical Center. I have some follow-up questions after Mr. Roan's questions. You're licensed to practice medicine in the state of North Carolina, correct?
I'm not currently practicing.
Okay. I wanted to clarify that. You told us about your current work in digital health technology, but you still hold a current and active license.
That is correct.
And when did you last provide any care in a clinical setting?
December of 2017.
Okay. And you were trained, residency trained as a pediatrician, correct?
That is correct.
Are you board certified?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And do you maintain your board certification with the CME requirements annually?
Currently, I've maintained my certification. I have not done CME recently as I'm transitioning out
Okay.
of that.
You told us about some of your work in Raleigh with a practice, I think you said Jeffords and Mann?
Yes.
And you worked there about 5 years or so before transitioning and winding up at Burlington, correct?
Yes.
And while at the Raleigh practice hospital, you also had weekend clinic hours?
I did.
Okay. Kind of urgent care type setting?
Yes.
Okay. And I believe the records reflect Dr. Charles Scott and Dr. Minter. I'm sorry, I don't have her first name, but they were members of the Burlington Pediatric Group.
Yes.
And so they would have been your colleagues in that practice.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know if you happen to remember, but we've talked about your care for Perry Frawny was on August 24, 2013, which I'll represent to you was a Saturday, which would fit with your work schedule. Work.
That is routine.
Okay. And the entry, I can show it to you if you need to, is made by Susan Hedrick. Do you know Miss Hedrick, or do you remember her?
I recall Ms. Hendricks, yeah.
Okay. And she documented that transport occurred at 7:55. Would that be consistent with you arriving somewhere around 8 a.m. in the morning?
Yes, I mean, I don't recall what time I was there, but
All right, we're back on the record at 10:36 a.m. Please proceed.
Good morning. State your name, please.
good morning. I'm Jamila Melton.
We met earlier, Dr. Melton. Let me tell you, my name is. I wanted to clarify that you told us about your current work in Raleigh with a practice, I think you said Jeffords and Mann?
Yes.
And you worked there about 5 years or so. But we've talked about your care for Perry Frawny was on August 24, 2013, which I'll represent to you was a Saturday, which was a current and active license.
That is correct. Currently, I've maintained my certification. I have not.
And I believe the records reflect Dr. and Dr. Mentor. I'm sorry, I don't have her first name, but they were members of the Burlington Pediatric Group. They were members of the Burlington Pediatric Group.
Yes.
And so